I'm Sides. Welcome back to Tutorials on Tuesday. Here are my biggest tips on how to become a full-time music creator. Tip number 1, make sure you have multiple streams of income. Before COVID, I was just working as a singer, and that was great. I had a lot of gigs, but of course when COVID hit and we had to stay inside, all of my gigs got canceled and I was completely out of work. So now that I'm a music producer and I have all these other streams of revenue, I don't think I'd be in the same situation. Tip number 2. This is piggybacking on tip number 1. Don't just be amazing at one thing when you could be good or great at many things. As I mentioned, before COVID, I used to just work as a singer. But now I make money with music production jobs, working with music tech companies, doing one-on-one coaching, teaching classes, selling sample packs, and much more. Because I've learned how to do music production, how I learned how to do songwriting, sky's the limit. I've expanded my skills and I can do so many more things, and there's so many more ways for me to be a full-time musician. Tip number 3, think outside of the box. A lot of times you have to create your own opportunities. Nobody handed me any of this stuff. But because I started posting on social media and adapted this mindset, attract, don't chase, all of my opportunities come to me. Sometimes you have to create your own opportunities. As musicians, we don't really have the luxury of going onto LinkedIn and just applying to jobs. Of course there are some music production jobs or singing jobs on there. They are few and far between. What I recommend and what really worked for me is to create content and let the opportunities come to you. And this is a shameless plug for my social media class. If you want to take it and learn more about social media marketing for your goals, I'll give you a coupon code in the description. Tip number 3, focus on building true relationships. I have always had the mindset, relationships first. Yes, we want to make money. Yes, we want streams. Yes, we want recognition. Relationships are going to be there for you when things aren't going as planned. Maybe your streams are down, maybe your views are down, whatever. Relationships are what are going to carry you over. So always think relationship first and lead with relationships. That has helped me a lot. I've gotten a lot of referrals, and it's just been great to have people to talk to going through the ups and downs of this career. Tip number 4. Now this comes to budget. Many of us as music creators, we don't have this kind of mentality about finances. For me, I was really lucky because my dad is a CPA and my brother works in finance. I've really learned a lot from them. The biggest thing I've learned is that it's not about how much money you make, but it's about how much money you spend. Keep that in mind. You can be a full-time music creator off a couple of even sporadic gigs as long as you can manage your finances. Tip number 5, stop thinking about your life as in plan A, plan B. What I think is much better, write down your goals, manifest your goals, work towards those goals every single day. 10 years ago, all I wanted to do was to be a singer-songwriter. I never thought I'd be working as a music producer and with all these music tech companies. But I evolved with my goals. No, I never made it as a singer-songwriter, but I never gave up on music. I was still singing gigs, I was still writing occasionally. I built a girl group for cruise ships and I wrote the entire show, mashups, arrangements. That didn't work out because of COVID, but I started learning how to do music production, and then I started learning social media marketing for musicians, and then I started learning how to work with brands. My goal was to always work in music in some capacity and also always be able to work for myself and be my own boss and be able to be a creative and create. I was able to evolve with my goals even though it wasn't the original plan. Stop thinking in terms of plans and start thinking in terms of goals. And lastly, the biggest tip of all, the thing that's going to carry you over the edge, is to make sure you stay consistent. Stay consistent, people. You can do this. If I can be a full-time music creator, so can you. There are so many jobs within the music industry. You just have to find them or let them find you. Thank you for watching. My name is Sides. I'll be posting a new tutorial every Tuesday. If you want to take my social media class, I have linked a special coupon just for you. I'll see you next week.